Bloodstains, or Le Pellam, as it is called in my language. The title here, it reads Le Pellam, with what appears to be ink marks that are in the shape of blood. I actually wanted to prick myself and use real blood, but yeah, there's a lot of blood here because he's fighting a leech. The frog, my protagonist, is, Bloodstains. Let's get back to the trailer. It is a story of action and violence and, not too much violence, and improved art, anime eyes, as well as love. And he meets a few girls here. It was actually my attempt to draw female figures because I'm not actually good at drawing. I'm actually terrible at drawing ladies and women, so much better at drawing guys, I guess. There's more pictures of him putting on. Oh yeah, and as you can see, I've been writing these on the backs of. So yeah, this was 2008 actually, but some of these issues were written in the last years of 2007 because this is work continued from November 2007 to about February of 2008. Some stuff were drawn in the late half of 2007, and at least one comic was drawn. Oh, look at this cute couple walking in the rain. Well, at least you can figure out what's going on, right? There's an umbrella there. There's rain. There's a dude and a girl, and they're happy with each other. And there's shadows running in the background. What actually happens is so this girl, she's a vigilante on her own. See, that's why I kind of wanted to figure out, what would be the coolest match for my frog character. And I thought about all aspects of the frog, the creature, the man, the hero, and the dark side or whatever. And I thought, this girl was going to be a vigilante on her own right. And she's also going to have this werewolf kind of thing. She turns every moon, unlike the frog, who has to live with his slimy, wet skin every day. So, the frog, he cannot control. He actually doesn't have a transformation between human and animal forms, but this one, because I'm so the trailer I should probably redo and make another video where it says it's about violence and love, or love and violence, and you got love and violence right here, because basically what's happening over here is she's baiting out predators. She's baiting out predators at night. She wants creeps to come behind her, and she punishes them because she is a vigilante on her own right. Plus, there's a lot of like I said, I'm much better at drawing dudes than I am at drawing girls. But this was actually the first female figure that I think I drew. Well, there's one more figure of the same girl that you saw before. Two different people. This is the auntie of the other dude. So, all right. I'm gonna come back to... Actually, this is a brief introduction of the mini-series. What is a mini-series? A mini-series is a title that has predetermined number of issues. And why do people do miniseries? Before you begin writing a miniseries, you have a given number of pages to fill. These are divided into issues, usually between 3 and 6. Granted treatments like paper, presents, or I'm gonna give you 2 rules for writing them, or what I'll call rules. Though, so this is Denny O'Neil's guide to writing comics. Not only are we gonna... My last segment was called Why I Wrote a Comic, and this segment is actually going to be called How I Wrote a Comic. So over here you can see how, alright, so my dude, he gets beat up in the alley by 4 or 5 dudes. He actually keeps up with them for a while, but he gets knocked out, he gets outnumbered, and he's actually rescued by the villain of the series, the Leech, the monstrous blood-sucking worm known as the Leech. And as his eyes fade out, he sees the attack. He sees the Leech choosing its victims. Only the bad guys are harmed. The good guys are not harmed. And this issue ends with his eyes fading out. And halfway into the next issue, actually, we see a lot of other. Oh yeah, we introduce other people in this issue as well. But yeah. So when his eyes open, there's this lady sitting here with a glass of water. And a couple of the cushions on this sofa have been taken off and laid as pillows on his head. He sees the rest of his body. He's lying on her couch. And he wakes up like this. He hasn't shaven in a while. He goes through her albums and everything. I think I've done a pretty good job with these panels compared to also there's pictures in the background and stuff, which usually everything that has been added in the backgrounds, they tell something about the story, about the character of this person. Also, this is from the Clone Saga, Spider-Man: The Lost Years. You have Spider-Man waking up on the couch of his then girlfriend. I don't even know her name. Actually, she's just some girl that Ben Reilly met when he was on the run. And as you can see, there's pictures of this girl carrying a bag, which is exactly, so it's love and betrayal and violence and everything. He figures out that this girl is actually the Leech, and I've already told you this in my previous speech. So it's not. And this is the Spark. The Spark was introduced in the last issue because he was actually introduced because. There's this scene where this girl, she's wearing heels, she's got hair, she's getting on a bus, she's on the run. And people like this, they can carry on with the same identity for too long. There is movement in this panel right here. They're staring at each other, they're having this conversation, and they're walking away from each other. And now he's depressed, and he does this cool thing with his leg where he contorts his body. He's working as a journalist. We'll get to the beginning of the comic. So I'll put this over here. This is another cover that I did. The dude kind of reevaluating everything that has happened in his life so far. This is from issue number 1. This is from 2 issues ago. This is from, I think, this issue or last issue. And then there's, there's several things that are running through his mind. So, like I said, romance, violence, career, going on with life. Career is actually one of the most boring things when it comes to, but it is also something that he has to think about. All right, so we're gonna put all of this actually happens before him getting a job. Jimmy Olsen, Peter Parker, Clark Kent, a lot of the people that we love and know in comics, even Billy Batson of Fawcett Comics, better known as Shazam. Even he was Even he worked as a reporter. Wally West's girlfriend, Linda, she worked as a reporter. A lot of people that we know and love in comics, in superheroes, they work as journalists. And oh yeah, before I end this video and start anew, I wanted to show you something just like this, something that's similar to this. This is what we're looking at. Oh yeah, the guy dressing up over here. And well, there's a lady in the next page, a lady that we're seeing for the first time. This is reminiscent of this time Peter Parker was dressing up to go see Mary Jane. This is the first time the world has ever seen Mary Jane's face. Peter Parker was trying to avoid Mary Jane all this time, and this is where she speaks her first ever line. Well, actually not her first line, but this is what she's famous for. Face it, Tiger, you just hit the jackpot. Alright, I'm gonna start a new video so that we can go through the entire thing. There's concept art over here, which I will focus on next time. Alright, so welcome to Bloodstains. This was Bloodstains, the trailer, and I will walk you through 3 issues of Bloodstains in the next couple of videos. And well, that's it.